Hello, Dr. Hogan O'Neill and the Board of Governors. My name is Shereen Daniels. You will have no idea who I am, but I am a local resident of Kent. I live in Gravesend. I am a former trustee for Endeavour Mat, which, as you know, looks after Wilmington Boys, Wilmington Grammar, and also Stone Lodge in Greenhive. Now, yesterday, my 13-year-old daughter showed me a video of one of your teachers consistently using the N word with a young student with a view of trying to challenge about why the word is not appropriate. Now, I'm sure since that video has been circulating far and wide that you are under it, I guess, in terms of how you respond and how you deal with this. The context of me sending you this video is partly because I am a parent, partly because of my former role as a trustee supporting Donna Lodge, who is the CEO of Endeavour Mat, but also because of the work that I do. So I specialise in anti-racism and advancing racial equity, both from an activism point of view and from what my company does. So I wanted to give you a little bit of advice for free. Don't often do it, but I will, because the safeguarding of the students is massively important. And because of the barrage of information that you're likely to be and the pressure to respond and everybody wanting a response, it can be difficult to work out what you need to do in this space. Part of the challenge faced by organisations and educational establishments is there is a collective denial and apathy that anything different needs to be done to specifically address racism, discrimination and prejudice, even within our schooling systems. Now, you are under the challenge and the backdrop of having a government that does not want to decolonise the curriculum, so this is not a conversation about that. But there's also under pressure where some head teachers and some schools are taking the approach that says, well, providing we double down on talking about diversity and inclusion, that is going to magically solve the problem. This is a prime example. And I use this video excerpt with executive boards of FTSE 100, 250 and 350 organisations going forward to say this is what happens when you bury your head under the sand and you do not confront the discomfort in talking about race. Now, that teacher being able to do that says to me that you have never had the conversation about racism, that you have not set expectations about what it means to teach multicultural students and value difference. It tells me that you have not spoken about power and privilege and oppression. It tells me that you haven't thought about racism and anti-racism as an opportunity to challenge some deep-seated beliefs that maybe some of your teachers hold. And there's a naivety and an ignorance, I also believe, by the fact that you have not had those conversations, thinking that I'm not racist, we don't hire racist teachers, we don't have an issue with racism. So now you're in the space where those words are not enough. You now have to prove that you have taken action. And it is at the cost of a young student who found herself in a position where a teacher with authority, with power, with influence, not only due to rank, but also due to skin colour and ethnicity, put her in a position where she is having to justify why the use of the N word is not appropriate. So I am sharing this video with you to say that now is the time for you to do something. It shouldn't have taken this situation to do something. This isn't even about how you discipline the teacher. This is about how you reset the culture of your school and how you ensure all the parents that you are safeguarding the children and that you are seeing this as a welfare issue as a way of not being part of the solution, but stepping into that and making sure that you do not have teachers who feel like it is okay to repeatedly use that word and try and justify it with a young black student. So whether you do anything with this, I will be posting this video. This is my way of trying to help, but also give you some real talk, because if you do not have black professionals in your network, I have no idea of what the ethnic composition of your board looks like. But I hope you use this as a teachable moment, not just about the teacher, but about the culture that you have that allowed this to happen.